Kelly Clarkson has been America's sweetheart since she won the first season of American Idol in 2002. She's continued to make music over the last 20 years, but ventured into the daytime talk show genre in 2019. Sadly, the Kelly Clarkson Show is ending in the fall of 2026. In rare backlash, fans are upset about the final season for a surprising reason. Keep reading to find out what's going on. Kelly Clarkson's daytime talk show is ending, despite its popularity and high ratings. The American Idol alum confirmed the news in February after months of speculation. She made the decision to end the talk show so she could spend more time with her children during their grieving. Their father and Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock, passed away in August 2025 after a battle with cancer. The singer was supposed to perform in Las Vegas at the time, but rescheduled the residency for a later date to attend the funeral and console her children, River and Remy. While the daytime talk show ends later this year, Kelly Clarkson hasn't completely left television. She was a coach on season 29 of The Voice and is returning this fall for season 30. There is still a small window for fans to attend a taping of the Kelly Clarkson Show before it goes off the air. Tickets are available for a few more tapings in May and June. The last available taping at June 11th, presumably the show's final taping. There are several daytime talk shows competing for ratings. Kelly Clarkson's show is immensely popular, and not just because her fans love her. The Kelly Clarkson Show has one segment that's beloved by viewers and sets it apart from the others: Kellyoke. Kelly Clarkson loves to perform. For a while, nearly every show opened with a singer performing one of her own songs or a cover. However, the Kellyoke segments have been few and far between in season 7. Disappointed fans took to social media to address the lackluster final season. One viewer slammed Kelly Clarkson for her lack of Kellyokes earlier in the season. Kelly Clarkson stood backstage at the Burbank studio, the familiar hum of the audience filtering through the curtains like a distant memory. It was May 11th, 2026, and the weight of the final season pressed on her shoulders heavier than any spotlight ever had. America's Sweetheart. The title had followed her since that rainy night in 2002 when she'd belted out "A Moment Like This" and changed her life forever. 24 years later, the crown felt less like glory and more like responsibility, one she was finally ready to set down. The Kelly Clarkson Show was ending in the fall. She had announced it back in February, her voice steady on camera but cracking later in the green room when the cameras stopped rolling. The reason wasn't ratings. The show was still a juggernaut, pulling in millions daily. It wasn't burnout, though God knows she felt every mile of the road she'd traveled. It was River and Remy. Brandon had died in August 2025. The cancer had come fast and cruel, the kind that didn't negotiate. Kelly had canceled Vegas residency dates without hesitation, flying home to hold her children while they cried. River, sharp-eyed and artistic like her mother, had barely spoken for weeks. Remy, the younger one, kept asking when Dad was coming back from his long trip. Kelly had rocked them both through nightmares and questions she couldn't fully answer. Grief had a way of rewriting priorities. The talk show, for all its joy, took too many hours away from the only audience that truly mattered now. But endings are never simple in Hollywood. The backlash had started quietly, then snowballed across social media. Fans weren't mad that the show was ending. They understood family came first. What stung was the slow death of Kellyoke. From the beginning, Kellyoke had been the soul of the show. Every morning, Kelly would stride out, hair wild, smile brighter than the stage lights, and sing like the world was her living room. Sometimes her own hits, "Since You've Been Gone," "Stronger," "Because of You," sometimes covers that made the internet lose its mind. Viewers tuned in as much for the music as the interviews. It was raw. It was her. Season 7 had been different. Kellyoke segments grew scarce. An episode here, 2 weeks of silence there. By mid-April, fans were posting countdowns and disappointed threads. One viral tweet read, "Kelly is ending the show and robbing us of the one thing that made it magic? Not cool." Another, "We love you, Kelly, but bring back Kellyoke or the final season feels like a funeral." She read them all in the quiet hours after the kids were asleep. Part of her wanted to clap back, to explain that some mornings she woke up with Brandon's absence sitting on her chest like an anvil. Some mornings she couldn't even find the breath to sing in the shower, let alone belt out a full production number for television. But she stayed silent. Her grief was not content. Then came April 30th. She'd walked onto the stage that day feeling something crack open. The band kicked in, and she sang Cruel from Meaning of Life. The lyrics hit different now. "You're cruel. You're cruel. You know you are." Except the cruelty wasn't a lover anymore. It was time. It was loss. When the last note faded, the audience erupted, but Kelly had tears in her eyes. She quickly blinked away. That performance bought her time with the fans. But it wasn't enough. The requests poured in. They wanted joy. They wanted the Kelly who made them dance in their kitchens. May 11th arrived warm and bright in Los Angeles. Kelly had spent the previous night on the floor of her children's shared playroom, reading the same story 3 times because Remy kept asking for just one more. River had drawn a picture of their family, 4 figures, one with angel wings, and taped it to the fridge. Kelly had stared at it for a long time before kissing both kids goodnight. In the studio, the producers were buzzing. They'd booked solid guests, but everyone knew the real draw today was whether Kelly would sing. She almost didn't. Then, during a commercial break, she saw a sign in the audience. "One last Kellyoke for our hearts, Kelly. We love you." Something shifted. She leaned over to her musical director. "Change of plans. Let's do the Dasha song." The band raised eyebrows but grinned. They knew that look in her eyes. When the segment came, Kelly stepped center stage in a simple white blouse and jeans, barefoot the way she liked when she needed to feel grounded. The lights dimmed to a soft glow. "Hey everybody," she said, voice warm but edged with emotion. "I know things have been quiet on the singing front this season. Life's been heavy. But today, we're bringing Kellyoke back where it belongs." The opening guitar riff of "Austin, Boots Stop Workin'"